baby. So what are we doing with this? Let's have a look. Well, it's a DFR 723F04A, which is a floppy drive pulled from one of the TeraDrives. So what we're doing is we're actually replacing some capacitors on it. We need 47 UF, which we will pick out of this magical little pile. There it is. We're going to be using a 16 volt one. I actually found that just lying around inside its original packaging, and I thought, damn, I could use that for something. And sure enough, here's something I can use it for. So this should only have 2 surface mount capacitors, if Ronnie of Assembler Games is correct. Which he probably is. I mean, the guy's a bloody genius. I don't know if he has a YouTube channel. I should ask him. He didn't seem to document his things too much until I sort of gave him a bit of a push. The stuff he's doing is incredible. I'm glad he's on the forums now. So that's rubbish. So we've got a 10 UF, which is, it looks like it's V from the FP series. So V, I think, is, I want to say 35 volt. C V, yeah. So it's a 35 volt 10 UF. So the original ones are probably not that much, but I guess we'll find out. So the first thing you want to do is, if you've got a floppy disk in there, probably take that out, because that's sort of just going to get in the way. Oh, waiting, I'm going to heat up the soldering iron. Now I've got to work out how to get in here. So where would the capacitors be? If you were capacitors, where would you live? Probably inside somewhere. So we'll use this screwdriver. These nice machine screws out. Now try and remember where everything goes. If I mess up, it doesn't matter. I've got 2 spares. Sankyo! Sankyo! Sankyo very much. So the metal tin appears to be this top bit. So if I remove this screw, the magic that's holding it on should disappear. In theory. So test that theory without cutting myself on this aluminium. Does this bit need to come off? Who knows? I don't know. I'm going to take one of these apart. This is the first time. Oh! Ah! Ah! Okay, that's the wrong side. But we can have a look at the inside of the floppy drive. I mean, why not? Well, we've got it in pieces anyway. So you can see there we've got the heads, the motor, and the rest is, oh, there's an LED down there. That's pretty cool. The rest is all just bits that make it work. You can actually have a look at the how the mechanism works. So you pop it in. That little guy does something over here. You see him moving? Yeah, he's doing something. He's like, oh. Oh, yeah, look at that. Then he gets involved on the other side. It's incredible. The little thing slides across the cover on the floppy disk. Incredible. And it locks in. Magnificent. And then it can read all the magnetic media that I would ever want to read. Oh, what's this? The bottom bit's loose. Oh, it slides off. La-di-da. Okay, so pop it down like that. That looks like a circuit board that would have capacitors on it. Call me crazy. Gosh, what was Ronnie doing? He was pulling his apart to Kingdom Come. 3 more screws. These ones are slightly longer than the one I took out at the top of the floppy drive. Same head on them though. So that's one way to get confused. The drive hasn't probably ever been apart by the looks. So let's ruin it. Oh, there's the capacitors. I can see them. Oh, I can actually see them on the other side. Okay. So we've got the motor connects in there. Little ribbon cable. And I've got another ribbon cable here with a little pop lever thing. Oh yeah, and that That's free, that's free. Something else floating around that's holding it down. And it goes through. There it is. Alright, so we'll tackle this one from this end. It's just more connecty things. These go to the two heads. So there's white on the top. So I should write that down. White top and the black is lower. Okay, cool. I've just got to remove those. Yeah, just got to remove them. They've actually got a little hook, so if I have a device that can hook, a hooker, if you will, probably uses a bit of solder. Let's see if this works. Oh, I'll have to go looking for something that'll work. Ha! Oh, I love it. I love it. Such a cheat. Such a cheat. Oh no, I didn't set the countdown timer on my salmon. Oh no, how long has this been recording? 6 minutes. Set countdown timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes and counting.
Thanks, Siri. So hopefully I'll get down there before my salmon's all burnt. Honestly, I don't like my odds. Up you come, little buddy. There we go. And 1, 2, no, that one was a lot easier. Now I've got a bit of solder flopping around in my way. Get out of there, solder. But the board should just fall. It's another one. How many ribbon cables do you want to put in here? This one's green, it's pretty cool. I can't get a very good grip on it. But I did anyway. Yep. Deal with it, floppy drive. You can get the hell out of my way now. Alright, so here is the... what the heck is that? These look nice. Okay, so there's the floppy drive board. Let's get a bit of a close-up of that. It's quite circuity looking. Size of a Mega Drive cart. So there's where you got your thing where the things go on. These are the two capacitors here. We've got a 47 UF 16 volt at C22, and C26 has a 10 UF 16 volt. So we'll give them both a little bit of a replace, and hopefully the form factor for these ones is just about right. Yeah, that looks pretty close. So let's get desoldering. Actually, to do this, I'm going to use the new desoldering things. Stand by. I'm going to get them out. Tweezers! Alright, my tweezers are heating up. 170 and rising. So this will be quite an interesting test. If it's anything nearly as impressive as the what the Hacko 808 can do with desoldering, I will be very happy. Especially on old caps like these. So let's be honest, they're not getting any younger. Then again, neither am I. 260 degrees. We're going to start with the 47 microfarad. Negative is facing to the right. 290. These take a bit longer than the soldering iron to heat up, probably because there's two sticks. Smells delicious. Alright. 320. Is that enough? I have no idea. So how do you do this? Do I do it from the top? I could probably do it from the top, because then it'll also grip. Let's see what happens. No way! Uh-oh, get off. Oh, it smells delicious! Did you see that, or did I block it? I completely blocked it, didn't I? Wow, that is really cool. Okay, let's try and... Dear camera, stop... Where's the frickin' focus? There we go. Manual on. Let's focus on this frickin' useless computer junk rubbish. Alright, there we go. Okay, so... It was as simple as doing this. And the negative is facing up on this one. Well, I don't know if that's normal. Maybe I shouldn't be doing it at 350 degrees. What actually happened there? I have no idea. That's cool though. Get off the frickin' iron. Well, that's different at least. Wow, the capacitor that I just took off looked a bit better originally, but the pads are intact. Oh wow, that smells strong. It smells like salmon. Let's just get a bit of a close-up. Oh, manual focus, make me turn the thing. I don't even know where the thing is. There it is. So there we go. Those two capacitors are gone. They've left nothing but beautiful pads in their place. Okay, so that is a pretty good way to do it. Is it worth the $200 and something I paid for them? Not yet. Maybe someday soon. Maybe if I have to recap a laser active, for example. Or a PAC S1 or a PAC S10. Or a PC engine. That'd be a nice one. That actually looks pretty good. I'm impressed. Okay, let's get these pads cleaned up and get that exploded capacitor off the board, and then we can solder on these new ones. They're looking forward to it. Spending eternity trapped inside a floppy drive. We'll be right back. I'm going to go eat my salmon. And we are back. Now, I don't remember what I was doing. There was something to do with this board. This board had something happening. Desolder braid, that's where we'll start. So when your desolder braid gets a bit too long and a bit blotchy and covered with solder, you just snip it off. It's actually pretty cheap. Well, I guess it has to be. It's a competitive market. So we've got 4 pads to clean up. Get rid of all that nasty old solder. Don't want that lying around. Soldering iron is heating up, which I accidentally left running while I was eating my salmon, which had one bone. That gets really annoying. I wish they wouldn't do that. Fish in general, if they just... Jellyfish, they've got it right. I wonder what jellyfish tastes like. Probably quite stingy. Okay, so that's all heated up. Now, desolder braid, just as before. It's really quite easy once you've done it once or twice. This one over here. Just like new. And since we're doing exactly what we did before, we're now adding a a little bit of solder onto each of these pads. Not too much, but enough. And I actually wanted to give that a bit of a clean because I exploded that capacitor on top of it. So I'm going to be using a bit of paper towel and some methylated spirits, which here in Oz is, what is it, 96% ethanol. So if you're using isopropyl is ideal if you've got it. I don't. But methylated spirits here works okay. In the States I wouldn't use it because it contains an additive that makes it the purplish colour that it is, which is very, very bad. Okay, so that's cleaned up a little bit. I'll also clean up the other pad while I'm here. Ooh, bit of green. Either that means the capacitor had leaked. Something leaked. The pins on this chip have green coming off them. Yeah, that's why I don't like electrolytics in SMD form. Where is a little toothbrush? That's what I need. Just a little bit more metho. That was an unexpected find. That's why you should always check your things with... I was just going to clean that one pad and walk off. Still getting green off it. Hopefully it's not off the PCB. Nope, it's not off the PCB. But those larger SMD capacitors, they are generally pretty unreliable from the 90s. Just look at anything made ever. It'll confirm it. It'll absolutely confirm it. Have a look at that. That's pretty nasty. Whew. Get the lid back on the metho before it ignites the room. Beautiful. Me, not you. Ha! And then we want to add a little bit of solder to this pad over here. Why? Why not? So the big one goes over there. We've got the positive on the left, negative on the right. And this little one has the negative on the top. So we'll position this as best we can. Get the good old soldering iron out. Apply a little bit of heat to the pad. It just melts into it. Look at that. The smaller ones are actually a lot easier to work with than the larger ones I found. Which you'd think it'd be the other way around. You've got more to work with, but no. It's not the way it works. At least on the TeraDrive hard drives anyway. A little bit of solder. Feed it in. There we go. Nice and full. Check that your polarity's right, so positive's on this side. Yep. It's always good to check the polarity before you solder the bit on. But everyone does things in their own way. It does help that these boards, this board has a silk screen for the capacitor case size. That wasn't so. Ow! When in doubt, add more solder. That's not the right saying, but it'll do. There we go, that was a bit better. It's a bit crooked. See if I can't fix that. No, I can't, it's too hot. Give it a second or two to cool off. Okay, maybe more than a second or two, that's fine. That's just heating the capacitor. That's dumb. Oh, it is pretty close to the pad, and it is going to be buried under 1,000 tons of TeraDrive. Let them judge me. By the time they get around to it, I should be long dead. And this ends up in a museum. Always double check your work, make sure everything looks right-ish. And if it looks rightish enough, it's good enough to go back in. So that's pretty easy. Just reverse what you did to get it out. Oh, that's right, it was a pain in the ass. I'm remembering now. Okay, so this thing goes on here. No problem there. That cable goes into there. That cable goes into there. That's the part where you go in there, cable. Yeah, that's pretty in. Screw holes line up, so that's in. Then the other side, there was a whole lot of connectors. So we had the motor for the drive, which is probably pretty important. Well, the power for the motor for the drive. Okay, so that's in. Good. And we had, what do we have? We had white at the top. And this little thing. Gosh, these are thin cables connecting to the... Is that even going to go back in? It's giving me resistance. So let's go play with the green one. How on earth were these assembled? Kudos to whoever did it originally. Did a damn fine job. Nope. You just don't want to go in, do you? Just, you're going to be that much of a pain. Would have been nice if there was something to work with here, like a little bit of space. What does this even connect to? Something over here? Do we really need that? Probably. That would be a bad tool. None of these tools are useful for this. It just doesn't want to go in. Let's disconnect this one. Set that one free. Does it give me any more leverage at all? Not really. Not really. In fact, no, that is much worse. That is much worse. Okay, go back in then. Who would have thought this would stop me? Flimsy, bloody flex cables. Ha! Yeah! Deal with it. Now the white one was a bit flimsy, but the black connector I thought had the power to be so much more. Okay, that one's in. Quite a bit of force. Now flex cables, they flex quite a bit, which is quite annoying when you need them to go in. Alright, well they're not in, I'm going to find out in time. And the motor one. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Now what the hell are all these screws? 3, 1, 4. 4 were off the bracket, 1 was off the top, 3 were off the... I'm guessing they were holding the circuit board on. Was the this on top? Not really. Okay. Whoa! People are bidding on my broadband adapter. What exciting times we live in. I've got 2 of them, so I figure that I might as well sell the other one. Let someone else use it. Make sure they're hand tight. Wouldn't want your floppy drive falling apart while it's reading a disk. That would be most embarrassing, especially in front of all your friends. Ooh. That's the base, and then just double check these cables again. Yes, yes, yes. Looking good. And just the one screw on the top. Hold the case on. Flip it back over. And the mounting screws. Just put them in loose to begin with and then tighten them up and you've got it aligned as good as it's going to be. It's got a bit of wiggle. Okay, you don't have that much wiggle. So be it. Okay, so that means the all my TeraDrive hard drives are now redone, and so are my floppy drives. Well, first floppy drive of 3. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. There's always more around the corner. Nope. McRetro out.